to welcome everyone to Learn to Trade. My name is Kevin Tate. Glad to be here with you all today. The name of today's live stream is my response to a viewer comment and a new training opportunity for me to share with you all. So I'm going to get into it in a little bit. I just want to give everyone a chance to come on board if they would like to. And then, like it says, I will give a response to a viewer comment that I felt was pretty interesting, and I think it'll be helpful to all of you out there in the field as well. Once you see what it's concerning, it has to do with the FBD Slurpee machine. And give me a moment. Let me just turn the music down a little bit. Yeah, so it has to do with the FBD Slurpee machine. And we'll get into it in a few. I just want to give everyone a chance to come up on board and view the live stream if possible. If not, then hopefully they can all catch the retake of the of this live stream. But first, I'd like to begin with welcoming the new members of the channel. You can see their names up on the screen, and I'd like to welcome you all to the channel. I thank you for your support, and I appreciate your support, and hopefully you'll get a lot out of this channel. Yeah, there's been a lot of things going down lately as far as training, and I do plan a little later in this video, in this live stream, I do plan to share with you a company that I did a video on in the past that is going to be starting their free training. Again, it's going to be a free training, and I will go into that. You might be interested in it, but I want to put it out there just to let you all know about it, and maybe it will be helpful to some of you out there. So yeah, we'll just give them a few more minutes and I'll get started with my response to the viewer comment in a few seconds here. Just give it a few seconds, give everyone a chance to come up. So just give me a moment, be patient with me, and we'll get through this. So for those of you that are not familiar with the channel or are new to the channel, welcome to Learn a Trade. My name is Kevin Tate, and I will be going over a comment that was made on one of the one of past videos, and then from there, I want to kind of discuss it a little bit just to make sure that you all understand what we are going over. Let me just adjust that music a little bit. If you can't hear me too well, just go ahead and hit me up in comments and let me know. I'll try to fix that. If you can hear me, that'll be good. If you could just give a thumbs up. All right, and to get started, I want to say I'm gonna put up the question that was asked by the viewer, and I only have the tag name. It's Sean's 6135. Sean's 6135. So Sean's, I thank you for your comment. I appreciate you for dropping a comment in there, and we're gonna try to go through it and go over everything, and see if it helps at all for anybody out there, anybody that's getting into the field that's not too familiar with FBD and some of the stuff that FBD gets into, or that you would get into as far as servicing a FBD machine. We're gonna see if we could get into it. So what you see on the screen right now, that's the comment from Sean 6135. And again, shout out to Sean 6135 for sending his comment. But he says no service manual says 60 psi. That's completely incorrect. 70 psi is the pressure. So that's what Sean's 6135 is saying. And Sean's, I do agree with you at some of that statement is correct, but I have to disagree with you about there not being 60 psi in any of the manuals. You said that no service manuals says 60 psi. So what I figured we could do is I could show you in the manual, and just as a reminder to everyone out there, you can go on to our website, www.learnatrade.online, and you can go to our manual library, and you will be able to pick up that manual and download it. You can download a number of manufacturers' manuals on there. But Sean's, I just wanted to touch base with you on this, so I figured I'd do it as a live stream. And you are correct that 70 psi is the correct pressure for the FBD Slurpee machines. But the thing that I have to specify on these FBD Slurpee machines, and pretty much any other Slurpee machine, you do need to have 70 psi coming from the back room, from your racks. Okay, so you will have regulators in that back room that are either attached to the wall behind the rack or on the side of the rack, or they'll be like mounted on the side of the rack. And those, usually you want to have those set for 70 psi. So let me see if I can switch over my screen. If you go to the service manual on, excuse me, on FBD's service manual for their 56 series Slurpee machines, this is where you would be able to locate uh, what I'm talking about. I just want to show you. This is the FBD service manual, FBD frozen dispenser training, and go down when you download this manual. The link is in the description. So when you download this manual, you can just click on the FBD 56 series manual, and then this will come up for you. And then scroll down to page number 13 on the in the manual right here. So this is page 13 where they're talking about the CO2 module. Okay, and this right here you can see is the front front version of the module itself, and it has, this is the CO2 section of the module, and as you can see, it has a meter on it. Okay, and that meter, um, for everybody, that meter, when you set that meter, you'll set that meter with this dial right here. Let me just get this out the way here. You'll set that meter, you'll set this meter with this center dial, okay? And when you turn it to the right, and then your needle is going to go up, and right around in here, between this area, you're gonna have 60 PSI. And when you see that 60 PSI, that's the 60 PSI that I was talking about. You want this is for your regulated CO2. Okay, this is not for the CO2 coming from the back room. So I want to make that clear. You will have the chance to adjust if you're doing like a new installation, or if you're just doing maintenance. You want to check to make sure that your regulated CO2 is set for 60 PSI. So Sean's 6135, that's where that comes from for the 60 PSI. And right here, they give you a nice breakdown of it right here. CO2 pressure settings, incoming CO2, 70 to 72 PSI is where you want to be at. Now that incoming is what's incoming from the back room, okay? And that's coming out to the machine, from the back room to the machine at between 70 to 72 PSI. And then you have your regulated CO2, and you can see that says 60 PSI plus or minus 2, okay? So that is what I wanted to really explain. And again, you can get there by going to, you can go to the website, you could go to Google, you can Google FBD 56 series service manual, or you can also go to our website, and you can go to our service manual library, and then you'll be able to scroll down and you can get to the FBD manual, click on that link, and you will download the manual. And then you can scroll down to page 13 as far as your pressures go. That way you can just recheck yourself and stuff like that. So hopefully Sean 6135, hopefully that helps. It is in the manual. The link for that manual is in the description. So hopefully that is helpful to you and helpful to you all. I'm just gonna scroll through a little bit more so you can kind of see what else is in that manual. The importance of CO2 flow rate, troubleshooting your solenoids, active charge, your active charge. Now, your active charge takes that 70 psi that comes from the back room. Okay, it takes that 70 psi that's coming from the back room, and it reduces it to 30 psi. Okay, and that 30 psi is pumping into your diaphragm of your bladder tanks. Okay, so you have your bladder tanks here, and then you have your active charge right here, and then that's turning that 70 psi and reducing it to 30 psi to go through your bladder tanks to push that syrup into the barrels. And then on your other end, you have your regulated CO2, which is regulating that CO2 to 60 psi. And you'll have from your incoming 70 psi. Okay, so you have those two. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that this active charge is preset. So that's factory set for 30 psi. And nowadays, I really don't find a lot of times where I have to uh, readjust that or anything like that. It's pretty standard where they're at 30 psi in the machine when the machine comes in. And then here they talk about the importance of active charge system, your PMAX diagnostics. Okay, if you have that PMAX era on your Slurpee machine on the display, this will show you how to go through troubleshooting those PMAX eras. Okay, and it has a flow chart as well in that manual. It goes through everything, you're scraping your beaters and stuff like that. I have a lot of videos that you could go to that are strictly for going through FBD troubleshooting and maintenance. And a lot of those videos are on our members channel, are on our channel for members only. But there are some that are coming available as time goes on. They're coming available to the public. So just to keep that in mind also, if you are looking to find out more information on or deeper information on these Slurpee machines and stuff like that, think about becoming a member of the channel as well. You'll get a lot of these videos before they even go public. As you can see here, it gives a breakdown of the refrigeration system and the sensors, your temperature sensors. It's going through that and where to place them. And it talks about the temp sensors and the orientation of them. Some of you probably remember I did a video on placing a temp sensor into a Slurpee machine, and I was explaining that I put them in upside down so that when there's moisture on those lines, the moisture won't run into the body of that sensor. So it's better to put those wires facing down. When those wires are facing down, you're going to get less moisture into the component that way. Yeah, so this is a lot on the electrical system, but this is the manual that I was talking about as far as that question went. That comment from Sean's 6135. I thank you again, man, for chiming in with that question, and I hope that it is understood. Just one more time, I have a couple of new viewers that are coming in. This was the comment on the screen. And again, it said no service manual says 60 psi. That's completely incorrect. 70 psi is the pressure. And Sean's is is correct about the 70 psi. But the only thing that I disagreed with him on was that the 60 psi is also in the manual, and this is the manual that you're looking at right now. And if you go to, again, if you go to your FBD 56 series service manual, you will find this on page 13, and it will explain that the CO2 pressure settings, you're always going to have your incoming pressure between 70 to 72 psi. That's coming from the back where the racks are, where your bib racks are. And then you're going to have your regulated CO2, which is supposed to be set to 60 psi plus or minus 2. So that's the regulated CO2 meter is right in the front. When you take that front panel off of the FBD, that's that meter that's right in the center of the module, and you want that gauge to be at 60 psi, 60 or 62. So I thank you again, Sean 6135. Please continue to chime in, and welcome to the channel. So that's all I had for that portion of this live stream. I want to see if I can get into some upcoming training that you guys might be interested in. One second. Yeah, just give me a moment. I'm going to see if I can pull that one up. Give me a second. Let me see if I can pull up that screen and share it with you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is the, see if I can make it a little bigger. All right. Yeah, this is free technician training by Dejan Duke. Dejan Duke, I did a video on them a while back, and Dejan Duke, they're a coffee machine manufacturer out of Michigan, and they have a 2-day training that's coming up at their plant. It includes everything from basic machine setup to advanced servicing and programming. And let me just enlarge that so you can kind of see the dates there. They got March 18th and 19th, April 22nd, 23rd, May 20th, 21st, June 24, 25, July 23, 22, 23, August 19, 20, September 23, 24, October 21, 22, November 18, 19, and December, they rounded up December 9th and 10th, 9th and 10th. So they have a lot of training coming up. So you know, it's something you might be interested in. I have also put that link in the description for you as well. I could see if I can get the link and put it up there for you. Just give me one moment. See if I can put it on the screen for you too. They have in order to find out more about it, the training, it's an email link that they have for that training. So you'll have to send the email to that email address that's in the description below, and then you can go ahead and find out more about registering for the training. And again, it's free, but it's in Michigan, so you will have to pay for travel. But the training is free, and so that helps out a lot too. Sometimes, just give me a second. I'm gonna put that phone number in there for you. You could call them actually. Their phone number is 734-403-1708. And that's Dejan Duke. Yeah, that's Dejan Duke. So that will be a good opportunity for those that may not really want to get into. You may not really want to get into the cold side, coolers and refrigeration and stuff like that, and that's fine. Um, like this, Dejan Duke is a coffee machine manufacturer, and if you go on their website, I'll try to put their website in there as well. I'll have to go to my email to pull some of that up. So just give me a moment. Let me get the phone number out to you, because you can always call them and find out about the free training that's coming up. Because it's going to be going from now until December. So that's the phone number for Dejan Duke. You can go on there and check out that free training class that's coming up. And I have a few more things that I'd like to talk about as far as the Dejan Duke information there. Give me a second. All right, so yeah, because I spoke with, well, I had a chat with one of the uh, technician supervisors over there, and it was kind of interesting when I asked him a few a few questions about it, because I figured that they would want to kind of provide some kind of certification or something, for those who are participating in the training. And what he was telling me was that they do have they have the in-house training, but they are not actually certifying anyone. They don't have a certificate program. That's the way he put it. So, just to let you all know about that as well. They do not have like a certification program, but they will teach you how to work on this equipment, which is helpful because you never know what you'll run into out there in the field. You never know. You could run into um, these units in offices. There's a lot of them in corporate offices, corporate kitchens. They have. I know for myself, I've worked on these in the past, and I had a big. It was a big account that I serviced, and that account was called Hinkle. They were called Hinkle, and that place had. Let me see. They had between 15 to 20 Dejan Duke machines in their establishment in their building, and it was huge. And I installed all of those all of those machines. And these machines, they do cappuccino, um, they do espresso, they do hot chocolate, they do regular blend coffee, all in one machine, and it's all programmed. It's all touch screen, as you could probably see on the screen right down here in the picture. It's all touch screen, and it has hoppers in it, inside of it, that carries the hot chocolate powders, and then they have the grounds, fresh grounds, on hoppers that are on top of the machine. It's pretty elaborate, but I just put up the website for Dejan Duke, so you could go on there and check it out as well, and check out the equipment that they have, and you could you can see from there um, what it's all about. And I'm gonna put up another link for you also. The Well, I'm gonna put up their email address for you, because that's the way that you can find out about the training. You can just email them, or you could call them. Just give me a moment here. Okay, and then there's the Dejan Duke email for you. That's support at dejanduke.com. And that's it's pretty interesting, because I mean, they really haven't had this going on for a while, and now they're finally getting to it. So if you want to register for that free training, or if you have any other questions regarding the training, you can go to that email and email the Dejan Duke, and they will get right back to you as far as anything else that you may want to ask them, or if you're looking for more information on the classes. And then, like I said, I did ask the I did ask the question of registering independent companies, like independent service providers, to work on their equipment. And right at this time, they're not utilizing this training as a certification type training. They're going to go over everything, all of the details, the ins and outs of their equipment, where you will be able to work on that equipment if you come across it. But they are not providing like a certification with this particular 2-day class. But it is something that you might want to look into as far as the training goes, because it is good training, and it's all mainly once you connect your water lines. Once you got your water lines connected, these machines use 1/4 inch flex lines. So once you got those connected, everything else is working from the front, is working from the screen, and programming everything. So I mean, they're really nice machines. A lot of corporate businesses use them. Like I mentioned, the ones that I had back a few years ago, Hinkle. Hinkle was a big firm. They handle 3M products, all 3M products, all the detergents and stuff like that. They have laboratories throughout that building. They had, I believe, two or three um, kitchens in that one building, and I mean they carried a lot of the Dejan Duke product. I mean they had the Dejan Duke product throughout their building and in their kitchen also. So that's something that I figured I would share with you all, and I will reach out and give you more information on trainings that I come across that I think might interest you. But let me know. Let me know what you're into. Let me know what's going on for you in the field, and if you're interested in certain pieces of equipment, by all means, share it. Um, Send me an email. You can put it in the comment section as well, and any ideas you may have, just feel free to throw them out there. It's no problem at all. So I think I'm about to wrap this up, everyone. Um, had a few viewers come on. I appreciate you for joining on this and joining in on this. And thanks again for checking this out. For those that haven't, hopefully you can check it out on the second play on the next play around. So I'm gonna be wrapping this up pretty soon. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out in comments. If you're seeing this on a replay, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, I'd like to thank you all as viewers. I'd like to thank the channel members and the website members as well. I appreciate you all. That's all I have for now. Thanks for chiming in, and I'll see y'all on the next one.